welcome to my channel. My name's Lizzie. I hope you're doing good, feeling great, and ready to find out what life, job, and financial advice you need. I'm not doing a pick-a-pile or drawing any cards. This is all live. Just getting into it today. Financially, let's look at your career, let's look at money, let's talk about what you're meant to do here, maybe some advice from Spirit in the financial / career area. So take a deep breath, think about whatever issue you're having, and let's see if I can vibe out and collectively channel you. It is collective, so it might not be for you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Don't try to force it. Alright, so I'm going to draw some channeled cards. These have different jobs. It could be your current job. It could be something that they're recommending that you might be good at. Something you could have been dreaming about that they're confirming to push you towards. Maybe some ideas of things to look into. Meals on Wheels, perhaps helping in your community is something that's important to you. We have rancher, couldn't read my own chicken scratch, hospice, and butcher. That kind of goes together. Rancher and a butcher makes sense. Hospice and Meals on Wheels make sense. So we could have some farmers in the mix. Maybe you're thinking about being your own boss, buying some land, getting a farm, or that could be what you're coming to my table about. How do I make this happen? How do I make my land work? Could be anything like that. You could be a butcher or a rancher. You do not have to be both. I feel a lot of nurse, doctor energy, humanitarians coming through here. And a few more. Oh my god, we got a lot. It's collective, so I'm going to pull a whole bunch. So, like I said, take what fits to you. Analytics work and then political activism fell on top of it. So you might be analyzing political information, investigating things. You have religion, so you could be like a priest or a nun or anything like that, or could be thinking about starting your own religion or joining a religion. Barista, deaf teacher, and a bomb tech. Wow. It's all across the board here. Sticking out at the top of the deck, we have a matchmaker. So you could work with special needs. Deaf teacher doesn't have to be just working with the deaf. It could be any kind of special needs. Kind of goes along with hospice and Meals on Wheels. Taking care of people, I feel, is right up your alley, or what you currently do. With the ranch and the butcher, then we got barista. You could even own your own restaurant here. You could be owning your own business, opening your own business. I just get food energy from growing in your back. I don't know why I heard from farm to table. I don't know if that's like a slogan for you, but I'm hearing it. So bomb tech, I do feel like you could be like good at military stuff, or you're in the military, or you're just savvy with technology. Analytical work could be anything like data entry, collecting samples, working in a lab, looking at statistics, anything. Political activism, I feel like maybe you are either you volunteer a lot of your time, or you depend on donations for what you do. And religion with the same thing. I'm getting like money donations. I don't know if you are collecting donations for things, or maybe you plan events like charity events. It could be something like that, or could be good at something like that. Let's get more specific things. Let's talk about your life purpose. All of you questioning like, where am I supposed to go? Is this the career for me? What's my thing? Let's see if we can get some answers out here for you. Okay, so with that religion, and I got spiritual teacher and energy healing. Could be learning some crystal work, sound healing, shaman, or this is just embracing a different kind of spirituality, like something holistic. You could be some kind of holistic healer, or you could be a nurse practitioner or somebody in the medical field that is now leaning more towards holistic things, maybe believing that holistic measures are better in the long run, or you're just learning both. I do feel like at the end of the day you have a lot of options as far as work and career. I think you could really do anything, and Spirit's reminding you of that. You might have a very scattered work history. I do myself. No shame or judgment there. Maybe you just haven't found your thing and you're on this spiritual journey. We do have let go, so you could have been let go of a job, walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. So you could have a partnership with somebody and it's just not going well, and you want to sprout your own way, or sprout away from your family and break away from a family business, which would ultimately cause you great stress and anxiety. You could be dragging your feet here, but I think there's something you definitely need to let go of, or you could have been recently let go of from a job here, hence why you're looking into what your purpose is. Crystals is popping up to me. You might be doing crystal work. You could even make crystal jewelry. Alright, so what else do we have for life purpose? What do the viewers collectively need to know? Light and love. So you could be a light worker here, but I just feel like you do some kind of work. You'd be really good at like motivational speaking, pep talk, counselor, helping people. Light and love with like the Meals on Wheels, the people less fortunate. You could be a good organizer for programs like Meals on Wheels. You could be like the director, or just becoming more of a humanitarian. Maybe you're set and financially you're set and you're just kind of looking for something to do, and if that's the case, I feel like you're being ushered to be more building a better future. So like building foundations or getting donations for foundations. Like you're out here being could be a life coach, motivational speaker. We have career change. So yeah, with let go, with the career change, they could be ushering you to change your career. You could be thinking about that while you're here, or this is literally happening now. Heart's desire. I think you have an idea, or you have some kind of pulling, maybe a career you always wanted to try, or something you wanted to start, or a new direction you wanted to go in. You have sensitivity. I think you hide it from people. I think you're afraid to upset anyone by announcing that. Maybe you're afraid to leave your job, like people count on you. At the end of the day, if you're not happy going to work every day, I think this is what Spirit's asking you. Like, are your heart's desires, love and light, what's going to fill you up with joy? Nutrition, you could, again, I did get restaurant vibes from farm to table. You could be teaching people really how to eat clean and fresh, or you're just opening a restaurant that's only working with like stuff that's grown nearby, or you're helping like local farmers. Could be a farmer's market here. Maybe that's a way for you to make some money. If you are a farmer, I would look into getting into some farmers markets. They have food festivals in the summer, like food truck competitions. Like maybe try your hand at winning some food competitions. We have practice and trust. Whatever it is you meant to do, I feel like this is polish your skills by practicing regularly. Oh my God, why can't I say that word? Regularly, I think. What the fuck? That word. And you've either done this all your life, or this is something you're working really hard at. This is like a skill that's going to be either take a little bit of time, or you've done this all your life and you've hit it. It's like a secret thing that you want to do, or you're going back to school for a minute. Take what resonates to you. But they're telling you to trust your visions, trust your feelings, trust what you feel is right for yourself. Animals is popping out to me. Maybe you could work with animals as well. Nutrition doesn't have to just be for humans. Let's get a little of these out. See what's going on. See what else I can get. Let's move into more of financial stuff. Let's talk about money. What do we need to know collectively about money? We have one enchanted evening, the perfect night. And the goddess, healing feminine energy. Okay, so some of you might be like saving up for like a wedding or a prom or some meaningful big milestone in your life, like that's going to cost a lot of money here. One enchanted evening. Could be a charity event, some kind of event. It could be based around something to do with females, feminine energy. It could be like raising, we did get activism, so maybe you're doing some kind of woman fundraiser, embracing their inner feminine sides. And if it's not feminine as in feminine person, it could be embracing your nurturing side by helping like the less fortunate. I just feel like planning something, some kind of event. Maybe if you need to raise money for something. What do we need to clarify this one? Thank you. Labyrinth. Transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration and enlightenment. So maybe you have some kind of event, like work event, where you're going to network. Like one enchanted evening could be like where you're going to pitch an idea, or you mingle with the upper management and they find out who you are and they take a liking to you. But I just feel like you expertly taking advantage of this perfect night and that aspect for some of you. Maybe look for events where you could rub elbows with people that you need funding from or advice from. Yeah, self-confidence. They really want you to work on that. I feel like you are holding yourself back. You're second guessing, especially if this is about starting your own business or going for a job maybe you feel like you're not very qualified for, but you are. It's like you're selling yourself a little bit short because you're lacking self-confidence in either in this event you're planning or in your career. Trinket 5. Manifesting money and income. So you're trying to raise money. I feel like you're trying to raise money for something, to have one enchanted event. You could be raising money for something personal in your life, raising money to help people, raising money to get a business off the ground. I just see you, yeah, Spirit is listening to those manifestations and those prayers. They are helping. I do feel like this is going down a good path. But let's get the hard part over. This is my Rebel deck. It's going to be a little blunt. Some of these cards swear as well. So we'll see. What do we need to know about money right now, Spirit, for the collective? We're talking about financial issues. What do we need to know? We have, don't believe every shitty thought you have and laugh. Yeah, you're very overwhelmed. You don't have enough for something, or you're trying to make something happen. But don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. That is the aspect of you're selling yourself short. You're cutting your nose to spite your face. Like you're cutting your foot off. I don't know if this is with your pitches or with people in your office, or just not going after things and letting things pass you by because you just don't have the confidence. But you're holding your own self back here. They're calling you out a little bit, but I think it's helpful because if you just lightened up a little bit and you see how valuable you really are and how good of an idea you really do have, I think you'd calm down. But you're so analytical right now that you can't see the big picture because you're focusing on just individual things at a time. You're very serious with this laugh. Where the fuck is your sense of humor? You could be just drained from your job, overworked, over it. This could be that feeling of This job is like your karmic. It's like an energy vampire. It drains your soul. So you need to be happy again. Maybe being happy would be leaving your job. Shit is going down with your job. Oh my fucking God. Reevaluate. Change your perspective or fucking quit. Yes. You hate your job. You're miserable. You wake up, you don't want to go there. There's just drama everywhere. There's chaos. They might be warning you that with the let go that you might be let go. Maybe they're going under financially, because this is in the financial aspect. Let's get a clarifier, because it could be shit is going down at your job financially. You could be getting a promotion, but I feel like a lot of bad stuff is going on. It's just unstable. Clarify what is the shit going on with the job. Anything else that they need to know out of this deck that will help us understand that. Thank you, Spirit. Stop talking. Shut your mouth and listen. Okay, so maybe your mouth, your attitude might be getting you in trouble at work, or you're just like, maybe if you're like a boss, maybe you're not listening to your staff. You might have be fucking grateful stuck out at me. So I think you're just fed up with people. I think you need to show your humbleness, especially if you're a boss. I think you're being a bit harsh. But for majority of you, I think you are the employee and the bosses are the ones and being a jerk, and you might be 100% right, and you might be, you know, speaking your truth, but I think it might get you in trouble here. With the shit is going down at your job, I think there's a lot of talk either about your attitude and maybe people are noticing that you're not really happy with the job, or you're not for the job. They could be noticing you're making mistakes here, or blaming mistakes on you. I just feel like an element of warning. So let's get some more. Oh, it's upside down. What do we need to know about this? Let's talk about this person's current situation. What's going down at their job? What do we need to know? Now that's getting juicy. Tell us more. We have work through your fears. A new romantic cycle begins. This isn't about love, but it is the Justice card. So you could be getting justice if your company or work owes you money, or owes you a bonus or a raise. This could be that coming in for you. A new romantic cycle could be you falling in love with your job again, or finding a job you really love and going for it. I think you need to work through your fears about starting over, and you can't be afraid to leave a job, especially if you feel this shitty and it's this toxic. Balance spirituality and practicality. Yes. You need to balance, you know, your life. You need to be happy. You can't go home and be miserable every day, but you also realize you have bills and you have responsibilities, and you can't just quit without something to replace it, unless you have some savings and you know, you got your resume good. I think balanced spirituality and practicality would be making a plan for you. I think this is the advice that they want at your job. They're warning you it's unstable, or you're just getting to the point where it's changing your personality, and they really want you to hit the road and find something that's going to make you happy here. And making a plan, I think, will make it bearable until you find something else. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah, this work environment, like, I think it's going to end for you. I do feel for some of you, let's face it, some of you out there just have shitty bosses, and they might let everybody go and like not give anyone any notice, and it's not just you. It would be like a massive thing. I think if you know your job's having financial troubles, I think that you should take that warning and start looking for something else. But I would shut your mouth at work, because I think the only reason why they're telling you that is because you have people that are either pretending to be for you and going against you, or it's just your attitude's bad and it's giving off a bad vibe to the rest of the people or place wherever you work. Don't want to get yourself in trouble here, too many. Alright, what do we need to know about you personally and your financial situation right now? We have a new start is coming. I feel like that either I'm getting two vibes. I feel like it's been bumpy at work, and for some of you that genuinely like your job and you don't want to leave, I feel like a new start for you would be that smooth over of like making peace and working out whatever has been difficult. And for a majority of you, I feel like the new start is a new job. Your dreams need a practical plan. Some of you want to start a business, and you got to start a business plan. Maybe you only want to work for this company until you have enough money to work for yourself. And if that helps you wake up with a pep in your step and not be miserable, I think you should do that. Making a 5-year plan. I'm going to sock away this month this much money and this much money, and by this month and this year I'll be able to open my restaurant, or if I have this much, maybe I can get a loan, or I'm gonna pay down my debt so that I can get a loan. Like, make steps to change it, and do it slowly if you're scared, but I think you're really being called to make a real practical plan, either about starting your own business or about finding something else. It's time to take action. Yeah, it's time to go take the bull by the horns, or Spirit's going to force the tower. And that means something that's very toxic, especially if it's changing your heart and your personality, and it's just not good for you. Spirit's only going to let you live in fear for so long before they force that tower, as in you'll get fired, or the business will go under, and there'll be no other choice for you but to walk away, and it'll be in a situation you're not prepared for, and it'll be 3 times, 4 times more stressful than it would have been had you just walked to yourself. And so I think you're being warned. But we have a fiery climax approaches. It might be a little bit toxic on your way out. I feel like people might be angry that you're leaving, or that's what's happening right now. There's a lot of fighting and bickering and hostilities at the workplace, and I do feel like for some of you, like I said, are staying at the job, and these fiery climax fights that are popping up are ending, and it's going to smooth back out. So it really depends on you're going to know. If this job is eating your soul and you just don't want to do it anymore, you're in the category, and you know that your business isn't doing very well, and you have like really shitty bosses, I would be concerned about losing my job, and I would start looking, because I haven't seen being let go before coming, and every time I'm let go, it's either because the business went under, they didn't have money, or they were just shitty people. You know what I mean? I don't think that I've ever been fired for like something that I actually did. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is going to be the case for you, and I just want you to be prepared, whether it's just having your resume ready or saving up paychecks now. Every little thing helps. A personal issue reaches resolution. So if you're having a personal issue with your job, like I said, some of you are staying and you're going to work it out with your bosses and your coworkers, and things are going to go back to normal. And the personal issue for me, for the other aspect, is having that confidence to really start putting yourself out there, applications, and saying, you know what, I don't deserve this. I do deserve a job I feel good about, and I'm not going to live this way. And that's you taking the bull by the horns. Your commitment is being tested. Maybe your work is testing your commitment, and if you really care about your job and you really want it, I think you should make more of an effort to show that you're ride or die, that you're in it for the long haul. And if that's not the case, I think you're being tested by Spirit. Or how much are you going to take before you make me force this tower because you're miserable at this job? So let's get a little bit more, and then I'll answer some questions for you with my Angel Answers deck, and we'll close out the reading. Sacred purpose. You do have a big purpose, and you're going to have a big impact in this life, or perhaps you already have. Ancestral legacy. So you could work for a family business, or you're going to start a legacy for your family in the future. We're getting futuristic, hopeful stuff. So if you have a business now and it's successful, I just want you to know that it's going to grow massively more successful, and you're going to be okay. And if you're going to start a business or are thinking about it, and this reading is really pulling at you, that I think that's your purpose, and you're going to be successful at it. And if you haven't found that purpose, don't worry, you're going to. Balance, death and rebirth, and harvest. Yeah, this is about balancing standing firm in what you want for your life. Do you want to be a boss, or do you want to be like, wherever you work, are these the people you want to spend your life with? Because the truth of it is you have your family at home, and then you have your work family. And you're going to see these people every day of your life until you retire. Is this something you can live with? Is this something that makes you happy? And I feel like finding those answers are going to give you some balance, as in, no, this isn't the place I want. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to work with these people. Then you have the answers you need. You know that finding another job is something that you should do. And if you find and you dig in yourself and you're like, yeah, I really like these people, I like this job, I don't want to leave, then the balance is being restored as you're going to put the work in when you realize that this job is important to you. You don't want to get in trouble. You don't want to have this conflict. So you're going to create that balance again. There is an ending and a restart. Some of you, that is the loss of a job, or you walking away by choice to start a new career. Some of you are walking away from a career to start your own business. And some of you might just be retiring in general. And harvest, your hard work will pay off. Whatever effort you put into, if this is a business, you're launching your own business, you're ending working for someone else, this is massive success with sacred purpose in the beginning, and we have harvest. This is you're going to get that job that makes you happy. You're going to get that funding. For some of you, I did feel like a fundraising vibe in a financial area. I feel like this is a nod that you're going to get that. The harvest is going to come in to get that maybe Meals on Wheels or whatever charity work off the ground, to have that one enchanted evening. That money's going to come in for you, whether it be charity, a wedding, whatever you're trying to raise money for. Big thumbs up there. But overall, I do see you making the smart decision. And I do see you on the right path. You will figure it out. You got to trust yourself. Don't let stress and anxiety trip you up. We have Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine came out. So you might have like a worker. Like I said, there's all kinds of twin flames out there. There's love twin flames, and there's people like that work together all the time, that have amazing chemistry, and they just create art together. Like, look at how many movies like Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone were in together. They have amazing work chemistry, but there's not a love chemistry. So you could have a flame, so you could have a business partner coming up in the woodwork very soon. And do expect miracles, especially if you're raising money. Funding, I'm just hearing funding will come in. Funding will come in. You will get that job. Everything will fall into place. Circle of eternal joy. Something you're meant for. And it was just going to continue to grow and bring you happiness. Something solid, timeless, dance of life. It's going to dance. You're going to build this throughout your whole life. You're going to work through this your whole life, and you're going to pass it to the person next to you, which could be a family member, could be younger co-workers, but this is a part of your legacy. You're either leaving a job to go find that legacy, or you're realizing you're already at your legacy, and the attitude and the way you look at your job will change. So let's get some answers. This is the Angels Answers deck. Any questions you have about money and career? Let me see if I can get you some answers. Listen to your intuition. Yes, they really want you to figure out, especially about your career, when it comes to making the decision of stay or go. Should I ask for this promotion? Should I start this business? They're going to only give you so many signs, but at the end of the day, it is your choice. They will back you up. If you follow your intuition, I feel like that intuition is guided from them to you. They're not going to steer you wrong if you listen to that inner voice, that inner gut feeling. No. I feel like the no is, I don't feel like your boss is going to say yes to a promotion, especially if it's been difficult for some of you. This is like, you know what I'm talking about, when like a shitty boss. Like somebody who's vindictive, like doesn't do things for the right reasons. Like if they personally don't like you, they kind of like either fuck with your time or your money or something. They're just not very nice. I don't see any conflict changing in that aspect for some of you. I don't know why I'm hearing that. And for some of you, your work conflicts, no, they're not going to get better, and you do need to walk. But I also do feel, since I talked about it, and I don't want everyone to panic, no, not all of you are getting fired or laid off. I feel like you would really know, because those are more geared towards, you've been having a lot of conflict and stuff at work between other people, and bosses are getting involved, or they're just having financial problems. In the near future, you're going to make this decision, stay or go. In the near future, some of you are going to be getting that funding. And no, your event won't be canceled. I don't know what that means. I'm just telling you what I'm hearing. All right, so we have abundance. Yeah, a lot of you out there raising money for things. I'm getting all kinds of that. Some of it's for charity. Some of it's raising money to start your own business. Raising money to have a wedding or get yourself out of trouble. I do see that coming in for you. Also, this no is if you're going to ask somebody for money, you might get a no at first. Or no, they're not going to say no to helping you. It could be that as well. You have to throw it out there. It is a collective reading. Ask your angels. I feel like they'll continue to give you signs and help you, but you really have to, like, literally give them permission. Within the next few months, this whole situation is going to be worked out, whether you're staying or going, making more money or not making more money. In the next couple months, you got a lot of shifts coming up in the financial department and the work department. Pay attention. Like I said, if you feel like you're in that warning of being fired, I think they're telling you so that you can prepare and get your resume in order, look for what's hiring, start saving some money, and don't let them blindside you. And I hope you don't get fired. I hope to God. I'll pray for you. Anyway, if you like these readings, if it resonated, if you want more like these in the future, please give me a thumbs up below. It does help my channel grow. I appreciate it very much. If you like my vibes and you want to join my channel, all you got to do is hit the subscribe button. And if you want to know when all my stuff pops up the minute it does, just hit the bell and make sure you hit the all. So they tell you for all the videos I put out. You don't have to. I'm just saying. Sometimes I don't alert you for certain things if you don't put all, like all alerts for all the stuff that I put out. I think it's been a minute since I had to do that. But anyway, I love you all. I'll see you next time. Have a great night. Love and light. Bye.